We are ready to go. We are ready for this championship match, a best of 7. I'm honestly excited that we're going to get more than 3 maps. I somehow am a curse where every time I am casting, it is just 3-0s on 3-0s. So, I mean, both these teams just trying to get this championship. New York, like you said, has been around a long time, trying to get that championship that they've been seeking for so long.
Hey, this might be it. This might be the chance to get it done. Back on Vanguard, pretty big opportunity here for the boys. We see them with that early time here. This is Bell Cage, though. Things get pretty mixy on this map pretty quick. Liking to see Hyped with that MP40 out. I'm sure he's probably been rocking that all season, though. Not going to lie. Used to him with a little bit of an AR, but hey, you gotta do what you got to do. But New York getting that first 10 points or so. Maui Chums finally breaking into this first P1. P2 Roto going to be in here momentarily as both these teams trying to get the route for that. New York SubPar in the back spawn, setting up now. Maui Chums trying to break on through. Going to be a little tough, though. This is a hard one to break on open.
Yeah, a little bit hard for them to break on over. They're going to find themselves in this barn and over towards this hill, but New York, they're still spawning themselves in the back there. But, I mean, if you're New York, you've got no one near the hill. 3 of you will fall in the feed. Only 1 more will be standing near the time in Teej. But, I mean, Maui, they didn't get much time on that first hill, but, I mean, they found some good time in the scrap time on that first hill, but now they broke their way on. They flipped the spawns. They got the spawns they needed, and, well, they've taken the lead.
Get themselves back in, well, not back in the lead, but they got themselves with a nice little lead going here. I say nice little lead, 6 points. It's nothing crazy. Both these teams contesting very well at the moment. P1 obviously known as Contest Fest, but RM3, this guy, I tell you what, the definition of having no idea what his skill level is at any given time. This guy could be the best AR in the league, or he could be, shooting the wall behind you. You really never know. Love my boy Robert, though. He's a good lad. Good lad. But got a rotation on over to P3 here coming in now. New York got a couple players there. They don't have anyone in the deep back yet, so Maui going to capitalize on that. You're going to see Key try to push on in. They should be able to flip these spawns here very quickly. They get all 4 down. The spawns are going to flip. The early time is going to be theirs. They should probably get a lot out of this.
Yeah, definitely going to find a lot of time there, and what absolute perfection on the rotation and on the break out of Maui. Just pure artistry. It almost makes me want to shed a tear, but Teach, though, he's going to find a couple kills. RM3 will find one as well. Rogue will be the last one standing near the hill. He will fall. Maui, though, still spawning towards the back. They have the advantage with those spawns, just absolutely relenting. They find 2. If team kill comes in, 2 more go traded out for Maui. It is an absolute bang out towards this hill. No one can seem to find an extended amount of time on any of these hills.
I mean, it's really tough right now. I mean, this map is always so fun. It's such a small, condensed map, so it's always so easy to get yourself across the map after you die and hit that respawn. But 5 seconds remaining here on P3. P4 about to pop up here. Should I say P4? I'm yapping here. But yeah, new hill about to pop up here momentarily. We're over in the barn, so P4 on the way. New York SubPar trying to get there early, but Maui Chum's going to be in this early time. First time they've kind of got to that early time here. But they are going to get taken down pretty quickly. New York SubPar with 3 in the feed, looking for a little bit more, but Tep going to shut one down. This is someone we've seen be able to pick up doubles and triple kills so far already in this map. Maybe going to wreak havoc on these spawns a little bit here.
Yeah, absolutely. The double kills are going insane for both of these teams. Hyped gets one right as I say that. Rogue and Key, though, they shut 2 down, but Kill Switch with 3. As I say it, a couple multi-kills making the difference for the side of New York. They bust their way onto this hill, trying to, tie this game up at the very least. 20 seconds remaining on this hill. Maui, you're spawning over towards that other side. It's not really a favorable spawn on either side of this map for this P4, but 3 will fall in the feed for New York. Teams will be the last one standing, but it's just a little bit of scrap time. Maui chalk it up. They hit themselves on that rotation. They've got 3 players already set up for that P number 5 in New York. Well, they're nowhere to be found.
I don't know why this just kind of reminds me of when Octane Sam got an S&D, well, 2 S&D maps with 0 kills. I don't know why, but shout out LA Thieves. But Maui Chums here, 71 points, making 72 on the board. They've got themselves on this P5. They got some people in the back by that windmill, so things could get pretty sketchy pretty quick if you're a New York SubPar. Really the first time we've got them set up here early. We'll see if they can get something out of it. New York SubPar trying to push on in. Got to be careful. T's trying to hunt for something, but all 4 players down now for New York SubPar. Gonna hit a hot respawn. Tep, though, he's trying to push these players in. Maybe gonna be able to catch a couple off timing. Does pick up 1, maybe looking for a little bit more. Is gonna be annoying enough just to delay. Get some time on his team's side. That's gonna allow them to pick up 30 total seconds here so far. Looking for a bit more. Kill Switch trying to hit the front. They've got a player around the back as well. That's gonna be Hype. Hype's been doing phenomenal for him, but does get taken down. Now, the rotation of P1 should be in here shortly. Both these teams gonna fight for it. Last time, Very heavy contest, about 10 points to either team.
Yeah, not very much time you're gonna find on that P number one, and if you're New York, you want to try and find as much as you can, being down by about 40 points here. But here comes Maui. They find 2 kills right off the bat. Kill switch finds one, RM3 finds another. It's getting mixy again, ladies and gentlemen. Just absolute trades on trades. No one can find as much time on this P1, but it's looking like New York's gonna find a little bit of time over there. But Tep with the absolute gun. He shuts down Tej over towards this little sidebar. Tep will find another onto Hyped. The time is white. No one can find themselves on the time. Maui eventually crawl onto it. Gonna find themselves a few seconds, 30 seconds, a little under 30 seconds remaining on this P number one. It's just these teams just absolutely fighting for any seconds that they can on this P number one. And well, New York, they're getting a little desperate.
A little desperate indeed. The New York SubPar here, they got to be careful with this P2 roto. Things can get kind of wild and on that hill, but we saw last time things were pretty contested, but Killswitch picks up 2 just like that. This guy putting on a little show over there, allows his teammate Hype to get around all the way around the back. So the spawn should be in for New York SubPar on this P2. Got to be careful though, because Rogue is going to be in that mid split right now, just being a little bit annoying. But the MP40s are here to stay, and there's doors. I always forget about the doors, but the doors are so annoying on maps like this. But New York SubPar, they've got the numbers here. They're just going to try to hold. Maui Chums trying to hit from that side in the middle of the map at the moment. All 4 players pushing in 1 for 1 so far. Trying to clean some things up a little bit. Maui Chums picks up 2. RM3 going to counter with 1 as well. 30 seconds remaining on this hill. No one really doing much with it.
Yeah, no one doing much with it has been the story of this game. We have 2 minutes left, and I mean, the team with the most is at 130 points. We might go to time if
Yeah,
it
it's
continues
crazy.
the way it has. But Maui with the last 20 seconds is looking like on this hill is Tep's gonna find a double kill and absolutely shut down New York and push them back. If you're New York now, they're gonna probably try and hit this rotation over towards this next hill. Is that's exactly what they're gonna do. You have 5 though in Slice just trying to work his way towards the back. He will find a kill. So trying to secure those spawns for his team, but he cannot do it. He gets shut down in New York. They're spawning in the back, trying to just find as much time as they can, find a good hold that no team has really been able to find, but they're down by 50 points, not quite out of it yet, trying to find what they can. Slide through the side door. He finds one. He finds another on RM3. Hyped and Killswitch, though. They shut 2 down. There's trades just rolling and rolling through the feed. Killswitch, though, with the multi-kill, he'll keep himself the time, but Maui, they flip the spawns, and now they're spawning in the back.
They're spotted in the back, but New York still doing a great job getting these kills on the board at the moment. But there we go. First time, maybe Maui might be able to get something going here. One more player to beat. That's going to be RM3 clutching up there. One more player on the hill to take on out. I take that back because that was going to be 2-3 players in the area, but Tep trying to push on through. Picks up 1 before going down. Some more time going the way of Maui. 14 seconds remaining. This hill's about to rotate. New York SubPar doing a great job fighting for the last few seconds, but they got to get the move on. Got to start getting those back spawns, getting set up for the barn. Things are going to start moving a little bit here more. The P4 about to pop up. We see Maui Chums. They've got a 40-second lead, 1:50 actual time left in this match, so plenty of time to get this one finished out. But you never know. Might come down to time. They like their contest. New York SubPar on the time. They've got a decent hold. They just got to be careful because these Maui players do love to group up.
Yeah, they love to group up. They love getting those multi-kills, and that has been the difference in this game. All these players for Maui just rolling through with the multi-kills and absolutely shutting down New York. Maui, though, they find themselves on this hill, but New York immediately contesting it, get 2 kills, make it 3. Rogue eventually shuts 1 down, and there's kill switch on the time. You thought Maui was going to have some good time there on that hill. They got 3 players down, but immediately shut down. New York find themselves on the hill. Hyped with a little deception on the stairs. He gets through. He finds 2. Teach finds 1 to make it 3. Slythe eventually will shut 1 down, but it's looking like Maui is going to just hit this next hill. There's 10 seconds left. Well, never mind. He wanted that last 10 seconds. He got a double kill on the hill, but now if you're Maui, you only have 2 players. Make it 3 over towards this rotation. I think New York committed a little bit too much to those last 10 seconds, and they sent almost nobody towards this next hill. So Maui, they're going to break open with the first opening time on this next hill. In New York, they are nowhere to be found once again.
Yeah, New York, they do not like playing for spawns in this map at all. It's kind of funny, actually. They don't like playing in the back of the map here for P3 or P5. But they have to do it eventually. Maui Chums, though, picking up some decent time. They've got that first 30 seconds on lock. Last time around, they got about 30, 40 seconds on this uncontested as well. But the drop-in comes in. Hype drops on in there, picks up 1, does get taken down, but the time is white time for now. Exactly what New York needs. They're going to try to push these spawns back in. They've got the new players from Maui Chums back up off respawn. 2 kills going in, though, but Tep, he's going to answer with 2 of his own. Rogue gets 1 as well. New York SubPar still trying to push this in, but no one really left alive. Is Maui Chums going to last that stand there? 10 seconds remaining on the hill. We're going to get a full rotation once again in New York SubPar. Only 40 more seconds for Maui Chums to close this one out, so New York's got to start clutching up.
Yeah, gonna have to be virtually
Oh.
perfect for the remainder of this map. Slice maybe going for a little bit of overkill with the melee. Eventually we'll find the kill. Tep again with a double kill. Key will find another, make it another double kill for Maui. Absolutely
Ooh.
shutting down the New York SubPar. They're finding time on this P number 1. New York spawning all the way in the back. Hype gets shut down by Slice. Just absolute domination out of Maui on this second set of rotations. 20 seconds remaining. New York's got to go. Kill switch will find one. He'll get shut down. Some trades rolling in the feed in favor of New York, but they're still on the time. Key finds one. He's still on the hill. Teej coming in with the contest. He will get shut down by Tep. Kill switch. He finds one with the nade, but Maui is still on the time. 6 seconds left to go. Make
Kill
it 5,
switch.
but kill switch. He comes through with a big 3-piece, including the grenade, but 10 seconds remaining on this hill. You can still win it on this if New York, but no, they're going to rotate. They have the spawns in the back. Tep finds 2. He finds another. 3 seconds left to go. The hill is popped. They don't get the tick.
Get on the time.
There's 1 second left remaining. If you're Maui, you just
Get on the
gotta
time.
stand on it for 1 second. Some trades
Oh
rolling
my
in the feed, and New York find themselves on this time.
They just don't know how to watch their back. They keep doing this. New York SubPar, though, trying to clutch it up the last second. They end up losing 250 to 174. Maui Chums, I tell you what, that last P5 into the P1 was absolutely phenomenal. Picked up, what, probably 70, 80 seconds in a matter of only 2 hills there. And shout out Maui Chums, right? Everyone had a tough. I think New York, I think S&D teams, right, Jims? But these are my boy. Hey, hey. Apparently they lost 6-2 in week 4 to these guys in Berlin SD. So that's not exactly what I was looking for there. But Maui Chums here on offense first time around. Hype, though, is going to get that first kill. There's going to be a trade on the map. Hype gets a second one. Just like that, New York SubPar doing a great job at the early part of this SND. The defensive side, obviously going to be a lot easier on a map like this. But they have a couple players unaccounted for, and Key is going to pick up a kill there. That's going to be a big kill for the side of Maui. 2v2 here.
Ooh, a big kill out of
It's
Slice
hyped, though.
there. Hype, the last one standing, absolutely doable in a 1v2. He's got the bomb down as well. He recognizes that it's there,
Do,
so how
do
does
they have
Maui
stuns and
win?
nades?
I'm not sure if they have stuns and nades.
They
Yes,
do.
they do.
That's
He has a
tough. Oh,
stun
nope.
and a
They just
nade.
have a
He
nade.
throws one. He only has a nade. The stun will
That's
not
big.
find anybody. All they got to do is find this player out. Does he check his corners? Yes, he
That's tough.
does.
That's tough.
I
That's
mean,
really
not
tough.
much you can do there if you're New York, but he sat in the corner and Slice, playing the fundamentals. Hype sitting in the corner. Well, that's 1-0 Maui.
I mean, great job for Maui, right? You start with a deficit there. I mean, you go 3-2 pretty quickly, right? Within the first like 10, 15 seconds there. Key gets a pick trying to cross the map, does a great job picking up that player. They get another one on top of that, bring it down to a 2v1. And New York SubPar, I mean, Hype did his best, right? You got to do what you got to do in that situation. Tried to hide in the corner, knew the bomb was down, tried to play for that. But now, New York going to be the side that is going to be on offense. Maybe saw RM3's feet cross there, probably didn't, so they're not going to know RM3's there. But the side of New York SubPar, spreading out of the map quite a bit. They want to go towards this A side. The player they have to deal with over there is going to be Tep. Tep, not someone you want to mess with at all.
Yeah, absolutely not someone you want to mess with in the slightest. Maui, though, they have 3 players shaded over towards that B side. Tep's going to get spotted out. Some friendly love taps going to be exchanged between the 2 teams. And now Maui, all the players are going to run through. 3, looking like he's going to try and work his way through the middle of this map towards the backside of these players. But you have 6 and arm 3 ready for it. Tep, though, he eventually finds his way onto the site as the bomb will be planted. He finds one, immediately gets traded out by Hyped. He will find the trade onto Hyped. It is immediately the man advantage for Maui. A 2v3, RM3, and kill switch now all down to RM3. 23 seconds remaining on the bomb. Now, if you're Maui, RM3 catches the opening kill onto Slice now. If you're RM3, you just play the time here. 14 seconds remaining on the bomb. RM3, the timing's working in his favor a little bit as well. He's going to back up. 7 seconds remaining, and Maui, he is just going to go for the kill.
Yo,
He
Robert
gets
might be
the
my goat.
kill, but loses the round. It is 1-1, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, great job there from New York SubPar. Hold it down at the very. I say great job. I mean, things started to fall apart a little bit, but my boy Robert Morrison III got it done. He got it done. All right, clutched up for the boys. Love to see that New York SubPar. coming out with some fire here. All right, they got this thing tied up 1-1. Maui Chums, though, I tell you what, this team's pretty scary. I mean, they could just cut you down in a matter of mere seconds. They do a great job playing together on these retakes. We saw it in the hard point. They play together when they're trying to retake things, when they're setting things up. They don't really abandon their teammates too often. Sometimes, just, mental errors happen. They're going to do that. But New York, they got that little bit more free play style. A lot of guys like to play solo, but now we're going to have a couple 1v1s going down on the map. Slide's going to get that first blood for the side of Maui Chums. New York SubPar are going to counter, though, as Hyped gets a kill.
Yeah. Immediately into a 3v3, maybe getting the spots onto the middle of the map.
Oh,
Tep's going to work his way onto the hill. And shut down Hyped. The man advantage once again going the side of the Maui Chums. The bomb's going to be planted over towards this B site, and now Maui, you are set up. You have 1 in Slife in your spawn, 4 over towards the train side with a player down on towards the bomb as well. Teach, he knows someone's going to be playing back here, so he's going to try and find where he is and even up this life count. He finds Slife. He
ooh.
got 1 hit marker on him, but now you have at least the information that he's there. 23 seconds remaining on the bomb. Kill switch. He'll find a kill on a Tep into a 2v2. Slythe over here towards the backside. You know he's here, but Killswitch gonna hop the bomb. But in Slythe, he spots him. He will cut him down. 1 player remaining in Tej. He'll get cut down. And Maui holding the offensive bomb plants to perfection.
I mean, doing a great job there. Got pretty spread. Had me a little scared for a second, but then I forgot we're playing Berlin on Vanguard, right? So you can watch this bomb from about 15 different angles. So, but that's part of the fun. But hey, for a map where I feel like you see a lot of defensive teams win, we got 3 offensive round wins in a row going on here. 2 from Maui, 1 from New York, obviously in the middle there. But Key 4-0 at the moment. Sled going to be at 6-1. I mean, you got some shooters over on Maui doing exactly what they need to. Obviously hyped over on the side of New York at 4-3 at the moment. But we're going to see the side of New York. They've got themselves pushed back in their spawn still pretty far. Key's going to just take this opportunity to kind of move up here. This A bomb is going to get pushed in by New York. They're only going to have 2 players up against 2, so not going to have the trade numbers that they probably want. You're going to see the number 6 player RM3 is going to move up with the boys though, so maybe a little bit more numbers in their favor.
Yeah, the numbers a little bit in their favor, but now if you're New York, you have almost 0 map control. You have 3 in Rogue in your spawn, 4 watching the cross over towards mid, and you're cornered in this A bomb site. Tep finds the opening kill on the hype. The first blood's going crazy, but kill switch, he's in his spawn. He finds the kill. RM3 finds one as well. The man advantage gained immediately for New York off of that first blood. And right as I said, New York had no map control. Well, now they have the bomb site control, but Scythe, the timing is
Oh my gosh.
insane. He finds the kill onto Tej. Some trades rolling in towards the favor of Maui, and it is a 1v1. Kill switch versus Key. 20 seconds remaining. The bomb picked up by Kill switch. He will spot him out and cut him down. A little bit shaky out of Maui there. They got the opening first blood, and then immediately 2 of them fall, but they still squeak out the round. Finally, someone wins a defense.
Yeah, hey, Maui, big one doing that as well because that puts you up 3-1 at the moment. Going to be massive in this championship match. Up 1-0 on the series. Remember, you have to win 4 maps here. So getting this map would be absolutely massive. Gets you halfway to your goal. But I mean, Slythe and Key are playing very well in this S&D right now. Doing a great job. Maui doing their best to play together as a squad. And New York currently at the back end of that. Have to be careful. My boy Tej is 0-4 right now. And the only reason I feel comfortable calling him out is because I know this guy is a 1v question mark machine. I have seen this man in a Cold War throwback 1v3, 1v2 like 5 times in one game and won all 5 of those rounds. So just saying, this guy's my boy. He'll get it done. But Maui Chums taking this nice and slow. They've got 3 players pushed up towards A. They've got Tej to beat, and they've got Killswitch in the back watching things over from the bridge side here. We're going to get the first blood coming in from Tap. That's got to be his 3rd or 4th first blood of the game. Big one for Maui Chums.
Yeah, a big one for Maui Chums, and you know what? I'm just gonna say it. I do not miss these destructible walls a
Nope,
single bit. Just
not even a little
absolute
bit.
insane head glitches.
It's
Key
the
will
doors,
find a
though.
kill. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
Key will
kidding.
find
I'm
a kill
kidding.
onto RM3 immediately into a 4v2 for New York. The bomb will be planted down for the side of Maui, and now if you're New York, you gotta try and find something. Try and find an opening kill. Get the lives a little bit back towards your favor. But Tepto, he's sitting in the corner. Kill switch walking up right into his sight. He'll get cut down. Hype finds a kill onto Key though. He's the last one standing. Crazier things have happened in Vanguard. So 22 seconds remaining though. He's got to work quickly here. No players for the side of Maui know where he's
Tough.
at, but he climbs up the stairs. He will get cut down. Maui with, I think, the most flawless round we've seen out of them so
Oh,
far.
for sure, for sure. Especially for an offensive round on a site for Berlin. Like they had a kind of a flawless early take there. Do a great job getting the bomb down as well, keeping everything covered, making sure they're not giving up any angles for free or anything without the help. And do a great job there. Get themselves up 4-1. I mean, you've got three players who are just absolutely dominating, right? I mean, Slythe at 7-2, Tep 6-4. And also Tep, I think of those 6 kills, like something like 3 or 4 of those are first bloods as well, which is kind of crazy. Key 7-1. Like Rogue having a tough time stat line wise, but also like is definitely involved in these gunfights. Like if there was an assist line, you would see it. But Tep sees a lot of people right there. Gets to the first gunfight. Robert with a massive win. That's very big for New York. They're gonna get this bomb down early. Have to deal with Key though, who's gonna be very close. All of these players from Maui rotating on over, getting in here to try to get some action going.
Yeah, trying to get some action going. Killswitch just completely out of the fight in his spawn, just paranoid because New York or Maui, sorry, they've rotated through there every game or every round so far. Teach finds one, immediately gets traded out by Key. Rogue will find a kill onto Hype. RM3 will find one onto Rogue immediately into a
That corner.
2v1. Key, the last one standing, he has no health left. 20 seconds remaining on the bomb. Key will spot kill switch, some shots exchanged, but no bullets will land. RM3, I think he spotted him as well, but kill switch will shut him down. New York with a big bounce back round to make it 4-2.
Exactly what we're looking from for New York there. You see a couple guys like Deej having a tough time this game, finally gets himself right on that board, right? That's my boy doing it, getting it done. Yeah, when you need it most, he turns up. I'm telling you right now, that's what we need him. But also, that's so tough, right? If you're in the Maui position there, if you're Key, you're stuck in the death corner where everything you can shoot through, like there's desks and like a piano or whatever that can get shot through. You're trying your best to just stay down, stay alive. And then the gunfight you have to win is the staircase gunfight. Good luck, buddy. You're not defusing any bombs around here.
Yeah.
Takes 7.5 to defuse. But next round is on the board right now. Maui Chums pushing into A very aggressively. Tep, first one up. Guess what? First blood for the guy once again. 7-5 now on the map, rotating back to get back with his teammates. Making sure this bomb does go down. New York SubPar, though, trying to push on in, trying to capitalize on a little bit of early chaos. And is going to lose a player on this rotation. Going to lose a second as Key picks up 2 massive kills.
Yeah, 2 massive kills, already down to 1 player in RM3, but again, never say never, no matter what. Desperation, try and find something. He'll find a kill, but no, the trades are in place for Maui. 5-2 on match point, looking amazing so far in this map number 2.
Jim, did you say the scoreline was last time? Yeah, that's what I thought. Last time they played, the side of Maui won in a 6-2 fashion, but that doesn't mean anything. I've seen New York
Deja
do
vu.
some fantastic things in my life. I haven't watched them play Vanguard in a few years, though. So, this is a Maui map pick. That makes sense. That makes sense. New York subpar, bomb in hand, trying to make a move here. Remember, they have to win this round or the map is going to be over. Making a pretty quick play towards B. They've got 3 players pushing up. They're going to spot him out, though, really early. Maui Chums getting the numbers here in force. 2 players here, 2 players on the way. We see the bomb coming in. It's going to miss. Slythe, though, with some early gunshots onto a player. They're not going to take him out. He's going to just bang this out, though. Takes out Tish. Hype going to get a nice little trade. Hype has to be careful, though. Needs some teammate help over the top. Is going to start to get that, though. Hype trying to chase a couple players down. Just like that, 2 players remaining for the side of Maui Chums. New York subpar. 3 players still up. Tep now 1v3.
Yeah. 1v through, just trying to he knows a player's over towards his backside, but he can't quite find him out. 20
The
seconds
worst.
remaining on the
Oh
bomb,
my
and oh
god.
my
There's nothing you do about it. That's like the worst part of this map. There's
yeah.
so many different angles and like, oh my gosh, everything has to be dealt with, and it's literally like kill switch is like, what the hell are you doing back there? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good point. They are better than the last time they played against this team on this map, which is massive. That's big to see.
Yeah. Big to see that at least they got another round than they did last time.
Yes.
But, I mean, just absolute domination. Maybe a little 5-3 curse coming in, maybe a reverse caster curse, who knows?
Ooh.
But Key on 10-4, absolutely dominating this. This is looking like they're gonna switch up their plan a little bit, just like New York did, just sending 4 players over towards this B site, but they kind of halted themselves in place. Maybe spotted some players out, maybe got some information. I mean, they're just kind of chilling out towards this area, trying to feel it out. Some love taps being exchanged from RM3 and hyped on the side alone. He'll get cut down. The bomb is going to be planted. You don't have the life advantage. Make it down by 2. Make it down by 3. The last player remaining for the round for the map will be TG will fall. Maui shutting down any sort of comeback that New York had in mind to win the game 6-3.
And you'll get that. You'll have that. You know, it's tough. That's part of the game. What are you gonna do? But here we go. We're gonna see I think we're gonna have a good one here. I think we are. But Maui Chums, New York SubPar, loading into map 3. Gonna be a Tuscan control here. New York SubPar is gonna be on defense right away. Maui Chums gonna be on the offensive side. Kill switch and arm 3 with a nice early start. Obviously on defense, but these first 3 kills are big. Rogue though, trying to stay alive. This is big. Number 5, Teach is right where he needs to be. He plays it smart. No, he doesn't get it's okay. He gets the damage though. RM3's there to clean up, picks up 1, gets damage on the second player. He's going to get team help shortly, doesn't pick up the kill. It's all right. It happens. The New York players are here to clean up. They should be able to get these kills, no problem. They just have to play a retake on the A side of the map. I like to see it so far from New York SubPar. They play the respawns pretty well, but now they got to watch out for this next wave that's already on A.
Yeah, that time is going to start flying with 3 players on the hill for the side of Maui. Tep will find a kill on Teej. A couple trades rolling in the feed towards the side of Maui as that A point will be captured. Nice. 2 kills again, rolling the feed for the side of Maui, and now New York. You got to back up a little bit. You got the life advantage by 1. Pretty even in the lives. You got 2 minutes, though. Maui has a lot of time to work with. They're going to send 2 players towards this A side. Going to try and work through New York spawn. Just pinch them from within. 3 players will fall for the side of New York. The last one near the hill will be Teach. He will find 2. Make it 3. Putting the team on his back. Just trying to stay alive and keep them off this time. And that's exactly what he does. Hype coming in with the pistol, doesn't find the kill, but his teammate Kill Switch is there to help him out.
Kill Switch, by the way.
A minute and a half left. New York up by 1 life. If you're Maui, you can take this slowly. You've got plenty of time and plenty of lives.
You got to be careful here. Maui Chums starting to get a pretty solid push together here. If you're the side of New York, got to be careful. Got to be careful with these retreats as well. Kill Switch there trying to back off, trying to get some team help, but doesn't quite have it over the top. There's some nice kills coming through for New York. They pick up 2, make it 3. They lose 2 in the process. Key, though, someone's still left alive here or towards Platt side. He's going to pick up 1, looking for a bit more. Got to be careful where you throw that back around. You throw it towards a door where you're not supposed to. Hype's going to rip it right off. The New York SubPar here, holding strong for now for how things have been for the last minute or so, but they've taken 1 minute and 10 seconds off the clock, so far a pretty good, strong pull here on defense.
Yeah, a good bounce back after that A hill got captured. Maui just not able to find anything towards that A side into the spawn with 8 and Kill Switch just holding that down on that back tank. I mean, that is a nasty head glitch. That is one thing I don't miss about Tuscan. Key, though, he knows Kill Switch is back here. He doesn't know he's there.
Yeah, they didn't know Key was here.
The kill on to Kill Switch. Key found his way through, and that is big. Now we have control of New York spawn. They're going to try and find their way onto this hill, just pinching these New York players from within, but a couple kills coming in the feed for each team. RM3 eventually finds a kill onto Slythe. He still has not died. There's no... just absolute battle for map position towards this side church now. Just Rogue, he's going to find them himself on this hill. 3 seconds remaining. 2 lives remaining if you were New York. Gotta be absolutely perfect. Hype the last one standing. You just got to get the guy off the hill. What are you doing? No one going to be able to help him. He will fall in an absolute choke job out of New York.
Yeah, it's tough. That's definitely tough, but that'll happen. I mean, Maui Chums do a great job. They're just staying consistent, getting those kills on the board, trying to get the numbers they need to actually get on the time. Kind of really the thing that finally broke it down was Key kind of was able to sneak around the back, but the weird thing was he was an accounted for player. You had somebody watching the angle because they knew he was there, but somehow the player in the back of the map didn't know. So I don't know if it was a miscomm or was never commed at all, and that player was able to kind of just wreak havoc a little bit and kind of broke the game open. But now, new round started off, Kill Switch and Hype picking up the 2 early kills for the side of New York. Slythe and Key picking up 2 for Maui. So we got this early A time going a little bit towards the way of New York. They've got that number 8 player Kill Switch all the way in the back of the map as well, which could be pretty big. Someone to just cause a little bit of chaos, open things up a little bit, allow New York to make a big move. The stack is in.
Kill Switch thinks he's still on defense, sitting over there towards that back tank, but he'll eventually get shut
Stack
down.
the point.
That A point, though,
Works,
they're all
James.
over that time. It will be captured. 2 minutes to work with. Lives just about even in the feed as 3 players will fall for New York, but take it you can slow it down a little bit if New York. You've got 2 minutes, you've got plenty of lives, you've only got that B hill to capture. But now it's how do you want to approach this? Do you want to go through these A side towards their spawn with I mean they have Maui has no players towards that back spawn, no one watching it at all, but Key though,
Yeah.
he finds a double kill to shut that initial push down. 3 players will fall in the feed for New York and well, they're pushed back and they got to reset and come with a new plan.
The big thing to know, Key does have that glide bomb sitting in the back of the pocket there. That could come out any second here. We'll see when that does. But New York subpar, 3 players pushing through this right side of the map. They've got 1 player to beat close up, 1 going to be around the corner. Okay, well, the couple kills going the way of Maui Chums. You got a couple players still alive for New York. Key, though, going to break the sun open. 15-6 on the map. Glide bomb in the back pocket on a 5 streak. Doesn't want to double stack those, but I don't think he's too worried about it either. New York subpar trying to hit a quick little respawn. Down 4 lives, minute and 10 to try to make something happen. Kill switch, though. Good little damage duel there. Isn't going to be able to quite win. It does get it done in the end as his teammates moving up the middle of the map. They have a slight numbers advantage at the moment.
Got a slight advantage on right now.
There we go.
A little bit of map positioning there. Big kill out of kill switch to get that positioning in that little back corner towards his B hill. But now he's trying to find some more, trying to absolutely dominate this. He finds a kill onto slides. Gonna hit the reload. Can he catch the timing? Yes, Tep catch the timing on the kill switch to eventually shut him down. But you have 6 in RM3 in the back of your spawn. I'm not sure they've spotted him out yet, quite yet. But Rogue over here towards this side church trying to find what he can. Finds one but gets traded out. Trades rolling in the feed towards the side of New York. But the player on the time gets shut down. The 28 seconds remaining. You're down by you still have 10 lives. But if you're New York, you gotta go. You have no player on towards this time. It's almost like these teams flip spawn. All of the Maui players over towards that the top church area and top plat area is the time finally going to start being captured as that first tick rolls through for New York. 18 seconds remaining though. Maui trying to close this one out.
I mean, New York have that life advantage. I take it back, but just barely by 1. But Tep did kind of close that back together. But 9 seconds remaining. These teams have to try to make something happen here. New York has to get on the time. Maui Chums has to be careful with the lives. 3 seconds remaining. No one on the time. No one close. No one can even get on. They tie the lives 4-4, but Maui Chums go up 2-0. That will put New York, though, up in ticks because they got 4 there because they got all of A and then 1 on B. Maui did not get that extra tick onto the B site, but guess what? They got the offensive round win, so I'd rather be up 2-0. So just like that, Maui Chums putting themselves in quite the driver's seat at the moment.
Yeah, definitely putting themselves in the driver's seat, trying to break the back in the hopes of this New York team that's trying to win their first championship. But they gotta, I mean, pull anything out. Pull out whatever strategies that you've been hiding away. It's desperation mode now if you're New York. They're on the defensive side though. Shouldn't be too difficult to try and secure this round as Kill Switch gonna open with a kill. Key will eventually shut him down as that A point is already available and gonna be starting to be captured by Maui. New York immediately gave up that map positioning, but here they are, hyped in the spawn, trying to find what he can. Tep will shut down 2. Kill Switch finds 1, but eventually gets shut down. Or never mind, sorry, he didn't get shut down. Hyped got killed. Kill Switch finds another onto Tep. RM3 finds one onto Key. The time is no longer being captured. A shaky start for New York, but they eventually figured it out.
Yeah, good job from New York there. They got the number 5 player teased also on that far side of the map, just making sure no one sneaks through B. But now all 4 players pushed up onto A. We got 3 players on. Stack the point. Word to Jims. Look at the thing fly by. Remember, when you have all 3 players, not all 3, when you have all 4 players on, it goes in about 9 seconds. So when you have 3, it goes pretty quickly as well. I think it's about 11 seconds for all 3 or 12 seconds, something like that. But now we're going to see, once again, just like last time, about 2 minutes on the board every single time a team takes A. That's roughly about how much time we have left. Come on, Hyped. You got this. You're in the back tank right now. He doesn't really know what's going on back there by the looks of it. But New York so far doing a great job on defense here on this early part. We'll see if they can hold up. This Maui Chums team, though, pushing through that A side pretty aggressively.
Yeah, just trying to be aggressive here. They have 4 in Slythe again, working his way towards that A side, trying to get into their spawn, but that is shut down. 3 players will fall for Maui. Last one towards the hill with any sort of positioning will be Rogue, trying to find what he can, but
What the hell was that?
some miscues on the shots. I'm not quite sure what that was, but he gets shut down. New York, or sorry, Maui forced to back up and formulate a new plan. Tep will find the opening kill onto kill switch. Teach though will find a trade onto Key. A little 1-for-1 trade coming in. Slice will get shut down on the flank towards that church side. Hype will get, or sorry, RM3 will find a kill onto Tep, and again, Maui forced to back up and formulate a new push towards this time. 46 seconds remaining in the round. You're down by a couple lives, not too bad. But if you're Maui, you've only got a few good pushes left at this hill with, I mean, you got to find something.
Gotta find something indeed. But the push is coming in. All 4 players are pushed up. Gets 2 kills off the table. Just like that. Kill switch has to try to clutch up here as the pistol up picks up 1. Hype gets 1 as well. Those are going to be pretty big. Hyped on a 5 streak. The glide bomb comes in. It's going to get one of these guys fresh off spawn, but I don't think that's going to be too big of a deal. Maui's not here to capitalize on that. It's not going to get them much at all. Tease with a big kill there. Has to be careful. The other player pushing up behind him in the top church. 2 players on top plat. 9 lives remaining for the Maui Chums, 10 for New York SubPar, 8 seconds remaining on the clock. We've got to get on this time. We got to get on it now. Robert, though, just delaying, trying to get his teammates back on the board, just grueling it out up front. But one more player, even close, doesn't even try to dive on, and New York SubPar going to get themselves the defensive round win. Well, once again, not giving up a single B tick.
Yeah. That was a good round. And the little birdie in my ear told me if New York wins this offensive round, they will have the defense.
That's big. Hey, that one round, like that one early round where they don't give up that extra tick, they all just die instead and lose the round. Yeah, that could help them out here. But, I mean, they'd probably rather have the round win, but still. Maui Chums. Maui Chums here on defense. New York SubPar offensive team have to get this round win, like we mentioned, for 2 reasons. Obviously, they want defense, but the main one is if they don't win this round, they lose the map.
Yeah. Don't want to lose the map and fall behind 3-0. Not a good start. Key will find a double kill. Tep will find a double kill
4-1
as well. That first tick did not come through on that A point, and now New York is pushed back into their spawn.
That's big.
But as I say that, 3 kills come in for the side of New York, so they will break out a little bit here. A shaky start, but they pick themselves up, get on their feet. The first tick going to roll through at this A point. Kill switch, he's going to try and push this team back towards this front side of A. Maui, though, they're going to try and work their way through this U. 1 and Tep, he'll get shut down. 2 over towards this top fire area, just trying to find an opening. A point will be captured. That is quick work out of New York once again on the offensive round. You have 2 minutes. You're down by a couple lives, though, so maybe you want to try and get a little bit aggressive and find those kills, but no. 3 players will fall for New York. Make it all 4 as Hyped gets absolutely dumpstered. Well, like, I mean, it's kind of been rinse and repeat from how we see these rounds. A team captures A, and then they go 4 down and they have to back up, but they have plenty of time to work with and plenty of resources
Here we
to
go.
work with.
Tej is my guy. Tej, when you need him most, I'm telling you, if he gets this one, hey, that's 3 big kills out of Tej right there in a row. He's going to try pushing those spawns in. But now Maui Chums have to account for a player just in their back spawn, and there's 2 of them. They may not know 2 players are back here, but they almost get this first tick. They do secure that first tick. Some kills still coming in from either side here. New York SubPar trying to stay alive. Tej on an absolute rampage right now. 5 streak does finally go down. Maui Chums, though, get themselves respawn. 3 players over towards church side, trying to group up here, trying to get this defense back together again. 5 life difference, 1 minute and 15 left on the clock. New York SubPar have to win this round.
Yeah, a 4 life difference, not too big, but it will be big in the long run. Match point for Maui here. So no, I mean, if you're New York, you can't settle for this 1 tick on B. You got to win this round. A little under a minute remaining, and you just got to try and find something here at this point. You've got 2 players towards this bottom church area, and 1 again trying to work their way towards this back side with 1 towards their own front side. But Slice will shut down RM3. Tej will eventually find the trade and shut him down. Kill switch towards this top flat area. He will find a kill on a Key. That is a big kill. Tep, though, he'll find a kill on a Hyped in his spawn. Kill switch on the hill. He's just trying to stay alive and wait for his teammates to come and help him. He knows the Maui players are going to surround him like wasps. He gets shut down. 30 seconds remaining. 8 lives remaining. You've probably got 1 more good push at this. 6 in RM3, trying to work his way through that A side towards the spawn once again in that alleyway. But at this point, you've got 18 seconds. You've got to go. 2 kills going to roll in.
Here we go.
A big double kill out of
flank.
Siege. There's 1 on the flank, but Tep will shut him down. 3 players for New York is on the time. Maui gotta go. They gotta find the kills. Hype will find 1. Slice will find 1. Tep will find another. Make it 2 for Tep. All 4 players down for New York. No time left, no lives left, no one near the hill. That will be the round. That will be the map. Maui up 3-0 in the series.
I tell you what, I mean, Maui Chums. This team's fun to watch. They're very, very good, and I just like the way they move around the map together. Like that last little part there on that B objective. Be
New York
casting
SubPar.
Vanguard tonight. I am very happy for everyone involved, and I cannot wait to continue the series. So anyway, I'm, I'm kidding. It's actually very hype. I'm glad we're back on Vanguard. It's kind of nice to have a little change of pace. But massive little fight gonna happen here over towards P1. Both these teams clashing 4v4, making it look like a medieval battlefield out here.
Yeah, a little bit of a bang out going into this first hardpoint hill. 3 kills gonna roll in the feed for New York. They're not on the time though. They didn't quite recognize that they had the hill time, but there we go. They find themselves on the hill. They find some good time here. Maui spawning in towards that backside a little bit far away. No one towards the hill. Make it 3 more falling in the feed for Maui. The first opening break going swimmingly for the side of New York. Key though on this rotation, he's gonna find a double kill onto Kill Switch and Tej. Tep though on this old time trying to find what he can, but instantly denied. The door slammed in his face. The last 8 seconds gonna go the way towards New York. Absolute. I mean, they got over 30 seconds on that P number 1. You couldn't have asked for a better start, but Maui, they're over here on this rotation on this P number 2.
I mean, Tej actually just fought for his life against a witch and a lion out in the middle of nowhere. I think he came out of a wardrobe. I'm not too sure, but I mean, he makes it all the way to the objective, gets a kill, gets killed, and just spawns in the middle of Narnia again, bro. But that's what I love about Berlin. Maui Chums, though, down by 14 points here, trying to fight for their lives on this P2. You see New York SubPar just trying to deal with the Narnia spawns, trying to see what they can do with that. Maui Chums slowly pushing them further and further back into them. But Hyped gets pushed up, does get taken down. Maui doing a good job on this P2, getting some solid time. These
Yeah.
Ooh. 50-50 chance there. It's left or right, you know? Goes wrong. That's
Yeah.
tough.
Guess is wrong, but New York again on these rotations towards this next hill. This map is completely different from Bocage, and I love it. The leads are gonna shift back and forth because I mean, you die, you go 4
Yeah.
dead, you're gonna spawn like 3 kilometers away
It's
from the
crazy.
hill.
You
and
need an
that's
airplane to get back. You know,
That is exactly what's happening.
I
for
need
the
an airline
side
to come
of
pick me
Maui.
up.
New York on this hill. Maui just trying to break their way on. They're going to find a couple kills. They're going to find a third courtesy of Key RM3. The last one remaining towards this backside. He'll get shut down. The spawns are lost for New York. That is a
You know-
heartbreaker if you're New York. Absolutely spawning. I mean, like you said, they're spawning. They need a jet to get back towards this hill before it even goes away with 30 seconds left. Maui, they are bouncing back after a rough, first hill, but here we go. They're already up by 40 points here. New York trying to find their way onto this hill to little to no success. 3 more dead in the feed, and they're just going to rotate. They said, screw that hill. We're going to give up the last 15 seconds. They're going to hit the rotations, but Maui, they're working up towards that B bomb site
Oh, I
side
forgot
of the
about
map.
this hill. Oh,
New York,
my
they're on
God.
this hill again. I mean, the tides are just going to keep shifting if they can find a way to hold this.
Can I just say, on that last hill, at one point in time, Killswitch died and had a literal 8-second run back to the hill, got immediately killed, said, screw it, I'm rotating, and now is where he's at now. Like, it's actually crazy how far out of the map you spawn here. But New York SubPar holding down some time. They need some big time here. This is a very challenging hill to hold long term. And we're going to see Slythe is going to push on in, gets a nice little kill there. His teammates pushing up with him. Killswitch, though, trying to stay alive in the back train area. Is alive for now. Unaccounted for at the moment. Getting another kill there. That's going to help New York SubPar stay in this one for now. Maui Chums, though, trying to push on up. They've got all 4 players here. We see them hitting it together as they usually do. Trying to make sure that teamwork is always going to be around. But, I mean, I tell you what, Killswitch is fighting for his life up here. Finally goes down, but enough time to just keep New York in it.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty good out of Killswitch there. He kept his team in this game on this hill. If he went down, Maui could be up by over 60 to 70 points here, but the last 6 seconds looking like it's going to go the way towards Maui is New York again on these rotations, but it's going to be, can you hold it? New York has been rotating towards these next hills, but they get broken immediately. This is the only hill on Berlin that I feel like is going to get pretty mixy. There's not really anywhere to sit where you can kind of be, under any cover except for that little mound, but like I said, New York, they hit the rotations and they went 3 dead. 3 dead in the feed for New York, and well, they got broken immediately. Exactly what I said didn't need to happen is exactly what they did. Maui, absolutely. I mean, they're just relying completely on their breaks here. Tep looking like they're gonna get a little bit of a 1v1 for this hill time. He'll find the kill on the height, but his teammates will all fall around him. The trades, though, coming in the feed towards the side of New York as they're finding themselves a little bit.
Yeah, good job from New York here. I mean, fighting for their lives on this last hill here, but they've got the nice little rotation at P1 as well when they're ready. Going to be 10 seconds left here on this time. Have to watch out for the number 6 player, Tep. He's going to be rotating around the back there. Going to be trying to cross the bridge, but RM3, he's in the spot. Try to take him out here. He spots him out. Doesn't get any damage off, but does end up getting that kill. Big play right there. But only going to be down by 20 seconds here as the New York SubPar have a massive opportunity to get themselves all the way back in this and gain the lead.
Yeah, trying to gain the lead, only down by about 10 points now. Going
bad
into
timing.
the second P number 1, the timing coming in for the side of Maui on Slice. But, you know, the time's going to be contested, but Hype and Teej just trying to fight for anything that they can. They each find a kill. Teej finds 2, but eventually gets traded out. The time, again, gets broken into by Maui as soon as New York tries to tie this game up. Maui, they're now on the hill. They're trying to contest Rogue with a big double kill. Hype towards this backside. He finds the kill onto, he finally trades out Rogue, but you know, there's his teammates to clean up the mess. Maui gonna find themselves the last 15 seconds on that hill as well. Right as New York, you know, you thought they were coming back. They only were down by about 3 points here, but well, here we go. They're down by 30 now. The rotation's a little bit mixy here. The only one for Maui in 7's going to be on this hill as New York's going to surround him. He finds some shots onto him, but eventually Killswitch will find the kill onto him. Getting mixy towards this hill, though. Some trades rolling in the field towards New York. Then we'll find one of the Killswitch Slice towards these stairs. I hate those destructible walls, and I'm sure Hype does too. The kill comes in. Maui finds themselves on the hill once again.
If I remember correctly, this map had like 1 billion doors when it first came out. I mean, Teej, man, my boy. But 30 seconds remaining on this time. New York SubPar desperately needs it at the. They don't desperately need it, but they would love to have it. But doing a good job holding it down. So far, 23 seconds remaining. We're going to see this out of Maui Chums try to push on in. One player here to beat. Tep is going to beat them. 15 seconds remaining or so on this time. Rotation is going to be active as well. You're going to see Maui Chums with the spawns in the back. One player, though, is pushed way out. That's going to be Rogue. Had a weird Rogue spawn there in the middle of that. His 2 teammates going to try to meet up with them as soon as possible. But some big kills coming in from Maui. They've got themselves a nice 30-second lead at the moment. Could definitely stretch that out here. They have a decent setup going. They've got the gun skill to hold the front. We'll see if they can get it done. New York SubPar trying to group up, trying to push on through. Early damage comes through. Early kills coming through as well. Hyped, trying to get something done for the boys. Tep is here, though, ready to hit the cut. Picks up one. Not going to push it, but he's just going to try to hold with the teammates. They do a great job, and Maui Chums putting on a clinic.
Oof. Yeah, putting on a clinic indeed. I don't know how many kills that is in a row on the side of Maui, but oh my goodness, Tep finds 2 as well with another double kill. Tep trying to make it 3. My goodness. All of this started, I would like to highlight, from that rotation. There was about 20 seconds left remaining on that P2, and Tep found a big kill onto RM3 to secure that time. And then Key over towards on the rotations finds a big kill on the T to secure the spawns and the rotation. Just absolutely flawless communication from Maui to just absolutely run away with this game. 20 seconds remaining. The scrap time going to go their way. They're going to need about 15 seconds for the end of the game. Make it 14, but New York, they're on the rotation. But I'm not sure I trust it. They always get these rotations. They start out with a good hold, and they just get broken and dismantled. They're going to find some good time here. Trying to kill on the Slice, make it another one onto Rogue. So New York just trying to fight back. 15 seconds, and this game is over. No championship.
They've got 2 glide bombs. First glide bomb coming in right now from Slice. They do have one more. First one does not pick up a kill. New York SubPar still staying alive. Gonna hold on for now, but they got to be careful. The spawns are still gonna be in the area for New York SubPar, but Maui Chums pushing in. They're gonna flip them real quick. They have one more glide bomb in the back pocket. I do believe Tep got one there towards the end of that last hill. But 14 seconds and Maui Chums can win this one. They win the whole series if they win this map. So New York SubPar got to fight it out. They get 3 kills there, make it 4 to only losing 1. They get back on this time. It's going to be a quick little 8 seconds. You have to be perfect on this next hill. It's going to be very challenging. New York SubPar did a great job on it last time. But now there is a glide bomb in the mix. They do not know that, but we do. And it is going to be very scary.
Yeah, those are some good shots out of RM3 there to find a quick double kill. Hype finds one as well, but RM3 eventually
Here
gets
we
shut
go.
down. New York on this hill. They're finding some good time here, ladies and gentlemen. They are not going down without a fight. 12 seconds remaining, and Maui
Yeah,
has the win. Slice finds two.
that's
Tech
tough.
finds one. That is 3 down in the feed. The last one remaining for New York towards the hill will be RM3. Trying to find what he can. Did he spot the guy over towards that top side? I'm not sure he
Gotta get
did.
in.
He's on here towards the hill, just trying to find what he can. 5 seconds remaining for the win. Tej, he finds a kill, finds his way onto the hill. Slythe eventually trades him out. 3 seconds left to go. That is the game.
And the Maui
Maui
Chums are
Chums.
going to take map 4 250 to 187, and they're going to win the Vanguard Bronze Championship in a 4-0 fashion. Definitely did not see this coming when this one started up, but congratulations to Maui. Go